Well, howdy, folks. General back to you. I did a little video earlier on the end of a freight locomotive explained. This is the second installment of that because I left a whole lot of stuff out that I didn't think about. The little round light right here. See, this is your door. This is your sandbox right here. You got a sandbox filler on each side, so you got two sandboxes in there. And you got a hall down through there. Well, that little round light right there lightens up this platform right here, because at night this is plumb dark out here. Even with the headlight on, with this nose like it is, it doesn't shine down here. And these don't shine back there either. So that's a little walkway light for the nose. This is considered the short hood nose because this is short. This one down here is tall, so it's the long hood. Okay, let's see what's next on this. Inside the door, that same light right there, underneath it is an opening where you can change the light bulb. It also brightens up the platform, and this wall right here is about 6 inches high. That's where the door seals on it. So when it's going down the road and it's pulled up tight, it's not blowing air through there, because that'll blow everything around. So you have to step over that. So that little old light right there brightens that up so you won't trip on it. All right, and that's also how you change the light bulb. And it looks just like a regular screw-in light bulb, about a 40-watt light bulb, but it's a DC. It's a 74-volt DC bulb, but it's still Edison base. All right. The GPS and the radio equipment and all that stuff for radio control train functions are inside that short hood nose. They're right in here. I said there's a sand tank on each side of the entranceway. You go down a short hallway. Your bathroom's on one side and your refrigerator's on the other side. Just right in here, and then you go to a set of steps right in the middle that goes up about 3 steps into the cab floor. The cab floor is about right here. And you got a heater down each side, right above the floor. It's cab heaters. And then the whole thing right back here, see this box right here? That's the central heat and air unit. It's like you got on your house, but it's right there. And then your batteries are in here on the sides. This is a battery box door, and that's a battery box door around on that side. These doors here, you got one on each side. They lay over and take off. The hinges are open. That's your sandbox. That's where your hoses and your aerators and all that stuff are under here. All this is just hollow up under there. And that's where your sand comes down. Here's your sand hoses and stuff down here. Shoot right in front of the lead wheel on each side. Same thing for the other end down here. All right. See if I can get a little bit more on that, where you can see right in there is where the lead wheels on that end. That hose you see it coming around right there is a sand hose. You can't see it on this end. The toilet is just like you got on an airplane. It's a vacuum toilet. Toilet seat just like you're used to. It's all stainless steel, controlled by electric, and it picks up the. It's got a venturi set up where the main reservoir air blows across it and draws a vacuum. You got a big vacuum holding tank. All that stuff just goes. Okay, up here. Now, this right here has got a black background behind the numbers and a white letter. That means that's just a regular engine. It's not radio control. Now, if it's like that other engine that I showed you, let me get a different calendar face here. This one here, see how these numbers up here, the number glass is white with black letters? Now this is set up for radio control. That's the way you can tell. And another way, it's got more antennas on top. Get this back up here. And this is a special paint job on this. This is the original paint scheme for Southern Railway. Every once in a while they do honor the original company. Okay, the ditch light controller box is inside that entrance hall too. And the two ditch lights mounted on the front edge of the end walkway, right here and right here. They alternate every time the horn blows, and they alternate for 28 seconds. And if the headlights are off, they go off too. If the headlights are on, they stay on continuous, like you see them here. Now this is showing that this one's flashing and this one's going out, so it's catching it right in the alternate space. Let's see. The headlights have to be on in order for the ditch lights to remain on continuously. Every time the horn is blown or the ditch light activator button is pressed, they flash for 28 seconds and go back to normal mode. The cut levers and the cut loops both work identically on each side. So here's the cut loops. Let's see, this one doesn't have cut loops on it. The other one did. Here's the cut levers down here on each side. They can be repeatedly pulled and will open the knuckle to allow a fully open coupler for easier coupling to another coupler. The latter allows workers to climb up on the nose roof as well as on the top of the locomotive. Long hood end, here's the ladder here. And then you've got places to hold on up here and here and across this way. Here's your battery boxes on each side. That allows you to climb up on top for maintenance purposes. The wings over the windows, these here, they'll raise way on up, or they'll pull down almost flush with the window in case you're going into a a real tight door for inside maintenance. So you have to remember to pull those down before you go in, or you'll tear them off. Let's see. They're good for rain and for sunshine protection. The full-length mirrors, these, no matter which direction you're going, you can see what's behind you the way you're sitting. They got a mirror like that on both directions of the window. Now your control stand is over on this side over here. Your conductor sits on this side. Conductor's it's his train. Everybody works for him, so he's the like the line foreman or the line general foreman. It allows you to watch your switchman. It also helps you to look at the switch points to make sure you're not about to split a switch. That's your mirrors up here. This is your dynamic braking up here. This is your central heating and air unit right here. These are your radiators to keep your engine cool. This is your fuel tank. This is your number one truck. This is your back truck. These are your air tanks. And you can see right here that's got 3 wheels here and 3 wheels here. Okay, that's an SD. SD means special duty or super duty. GP is general purpose. It's only got 2 wheels on each end. That red spot right there is a filler thing. You've got a filler on each side of the engine, and in that box right there with that little dot on it is emergency fuel cutoff. You can mash that and it'll kill the engine and stop the fuel pump. Now you can't tell it by looking at it, but the number here will be the same numbers up here, and just below it, it'll have what kind of engine it is, and any numbers, any abbreviated company that originally owned it will be right below that. And then it'll have Norfolk Southern up here, or Southern Railway. That's about all I can squeeze into that, what you can see right there. I worked on those cotton pickers for a little over 37 years. So I love my locomotives. And that'll just kind of increase your knowledge a little bit. If you didn't watch the other video, that dot right there is a 27-pin electrical train line MU receptacle. And the reason it's red, there's 2 more of them up here that are painted black that are dummies, that the plugs that fit in that, they go in here to protect them and keep them from dragging. This is some 2-inch high pressure air hose that these are made up with, and this is a piece of pipe that's swelled on both ends, or flanged on both ends, and a piece of chain that supports this, so it keeps it out of the coupler. When this is plugged in here, this is a male plug right here, or a male receptacle. It's got 27 banana plugs in it. Banana plugs got a little spring on each side of it, where it presses out against the tube on the receptacle or the plug. So when this one's plugged in here, this end here is plugged into the engine that it's coupled to. And then what the engineer does on the control stand in this one controls this one over here too. And there's another engine back here behind it, so it's MU'd to it. Since this one's not MU'd to anything, these are up here, protects the plugs, and this is closed, keeps water out of it. This is your coupler. These are your ditch lights. These down here are for your sand, your sand clean outs and whatnot, blow down tubes. These are your train brakes. This is your main reservoir cut out right here. That goes down. That's what hooks up to your train and charges your train with air. All right. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments, and if you got anything else you want to ask me about, put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to do a video on it. All right, y'all come back and see me. It's General. I'm out.